And respectfully, I believe that Senator Bato is fleeing unjustly because he cannot get justice. I believe Senator Jinggoy and Senator Marcoleta are political prisoners, and that if it wasn't weaponized, they will be able to at least go out on bail. So, Mr. President, these are things that we should talk about as a Senate. Beyond politics, beyond emotions. Sabihin nyo na mali ako, but should they be allowed to attend the impeachment? Sabihin nyo na mali ako, and they're not political prisoners, but are they getting the justice? Pantay-pantay bang hustisya o selective justice po tayo ngayon? President Pinoy saw the potential. So this is just a comparison. Next slide. Ilan administrasyon ang sinubukan ibenta yung part ng FTI? 2012 po to. Ano na itsura ngayon ng Arca South? I was there last Sunday sa Landers. Dinala ko yung anak ni ate at mga pamangking ko. Next slide, please. It's turning out to be, quite a beautiful development. At yung traditional barangays ng Senate, ang Signal Village, Marlica Village, ang Upper Bikutan, Western Bikutan, napakaraming residente ang naglalakad na dyan. So, Mr. President, kaya po natin. I don't have time now and I don't have the pictures of how Cebu City, Mandaue, Davao City, Iloilo, Bacolod, your city, Mr. President, Valenzuela, Mandaluyong, Cagayan de Oro. I was thinking if I'm going to mention the city of Senator Jinggoy and Senator JV, but I will mention San Juan. No? But my point is, Mr. President, may pag-asa eh. Di mo kailangan maghintay na matagal. So nung bata ako, gusto ko na sabihin sa matatandang politiko, panay sabi nyo, para sa amin eh. Pero kayo lang yung mayaman eh. Di naman nagbabago. Kaya wag tayong magalit sa mga bata ngayon if they're demanding that when we said this is for you, they want to see faster results. At kaya, Mr. President. So in that sense, let me close, Mr. President, by saying, let's take a second look in having a new local government code, giving more decentralization. Actually, I will push the envelope dahil nakatingin sa akin si Robin Padilla, na may kakampi siyang mabigat. Kakampi po niya si Dr. Jose Rizal, na nagsabing federalismo ang dapat sa Pilipinas. So, Mr. President, there are system changes that can help our country. But it won't happen kung may problema tayo sa demokrasya. Sabi ng Pangulo, I am president not only of my family. And it is worth yung palakpak na binigay sa kanya. But can we add, the president is also not only the president of the administration, he is also president of the opposition. And respectfully, I believe that Senator Bato is fleeing unjustly because he cannot get justice. I believe Senator Jinggoy and Senator Marcoleta are political prisoners, and that if it wasn't weaponized, they will be able to at least go out on bail. So, Mr. President, these are things that we should talk about as a Senate. Beyond politics, beyond emotions. Sabihin nyo na mali ako, but should they be allowed to attend the impeachment? Sabihin nyo na mali ako, and they're not political prisoners, but are they getting the justice? Pantay-pantay bang hustisya o selective justice po tayo ngayon? Mr. President, I don't know if there's a slide, but if there is, please put it on. So, ang huling tanong nung anak, Tay, ang daling sabihin, common vision. Pero ano yung common vision na yan? Actually, nasa preamble ng ating Constitution. And allow me to read it. We, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of Almighty God, in order to build a just and humane society and establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspiration, promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony, and secure to ourselves and our posterity the blessing of independence and democracy, under the rule of law and a regime of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace, do hereby ordain this Constitution. Anak, ito ang batas ng ating bansa. Pero may mas mataas na batas dito, ang batas ng Diyos. Anak, ang isang bansa na hindi niya kilala ang kanyang sarili, yung walang identity, walang mangyayari. So Mr. President, let me put that forward. Whether as individuals, as a community, as a country, let me quote Dr. Miles Monroe, identity is important. Who am I? Second, what am I meant to do? A question of purpose. What is the purpose of the Philippine nation? And third, destiny. What am I meant to do? If we understand the preamble of the Constitution, we understand the law of God, we understand our destiny, purpose, and identity, we will be on our way. So let me close by telling our mga anak, manampalataya po tayo, anak. Let us believe, but let us act. Faith without action is dead. Sabi sa Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in a future." But it is followed by Jeremiah 29:12 and 13. "Then you will call upon me and come to pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me, and you will seek me with all your heart." So that's my prayer today, Mr. President, that despite the toxic politics, despite our disagreements, let us all seek God and have faith that when we seek Him, we will find Him. And when we find Him, He will show us His plans, plans to prosper us and not to harm us, plans to give us hope in the future. Thank you, dear colleagues, for this opportunity.
Maraming salamat, Minority Leader, and maraming salamat sa iyong mga obserbasyon. At sang-ayon po ako na isa sa pinakamabigat na problema ho natin ay yung stunting or malnutrition ng ating bansa. Kayo bilang member ng EDCOM at itong kinatawan rin ay isang member ng EDCOM, nakita ho natin na mabigat po ang problema ho natin sa malnutrition. At yan rin naman po ang tututukan ng Senado, higit sa lahat ng ating bagong finance share para malagyan po ng pondo yung first 100 days at yung laban ho natin sa malnutrition. So maraming salamat sa ating Minority Leader. Majority Leader?
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Congratulations to our Minority Floor Leader. Before we recognize next to speak and avail of the privilege hour, we'd like to also recognize a visitor from Antique. The Governor of Antique, Governor Paulo Javier, is with us today. We'd now like to recognize the sister of our distinguished Minority Floor Leader, no other than our distinguished colleague from Taguig and Pateros, Senator Pia Cayetano.
We recognize the gentle lady from Taguig, Senator Pia Cayetano.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ang haba ng kwento ni tatay sa anak niya. Pero thank you, Senator Alan, for that. Ako naman, sa mata ng isang nanay. So, I was a young mother, like Camille, when I first became a senator in 2004. And ang dami ko na rin natutunan, ang dami kong sakit ng ulo, ang dami kong joyful moments in my job. My children are, my two daughters who were then 5 and 9 are now grown-ups, and my son is now 16. So, I have come to believe that the true measure of progress is not in labels or statistics alone, but in whether our children are healthier, safer, better educated, and equipped with opportunities to succeed in this life, the life na tayo naman ang gumawa para sa kanila. A few weeks ago, the World Bank upgraded the Philippines to an upper middle income country. Paano ba ang